Their heart may hesitate, but every fleeting smile, glance, or pause carries the weight of unspoken devotion. Even when they seem distant, their mind and heart are quietly replaying every memory with you. They may act strong, but vulnerability lingers in their eyes like a storm ready to break. Behind every quiet gesture lies a heart wrestling with fear, longing, and hope you cannot see. They may speak little, yet every hesitation, every breath is shaped by feelings they cannot voice. Their love may be silent, but it is constant, waiting patiently for the right moment to surface. You think they've moved on, but hearts rarely let go quietly. They remember, ache, and linger. They may avoid closeness, but the pull of their heart toward you is undeniable and relentless. Even when words fail, their actions betray the truths their lips cannot dare to say. Their heart may feel trapped, yet it beats stubbornly for a connection they fear to express. Seeing difference, but every subtle choice they make whispers their true longing. They may hide behind humor or indifference, yet their heart is quietly calling your name. Even when far away, their thoughts keep returning to you, echoing in silence louder than words. Their heart is full of contradictions, love and fear, hope and doubt, yet it beats authentically for you. They may resist closeness, but deep down, every moment apart is a silent plea for connection. Even when they appear cold, their heart is tender, fragile, and yearning to be understood. Their love may not be loud, but it is persistent, like a river carving its path quietly. They may act unaware, but their heart remembers every small act of care you offered. Even when they falter, their feelings remain steadfast, tethered to you in ways you cannot see. They may avoid vulnerability, yet every glance betrays longing and a need for your presence. Their silence may hurt, but it is often language of a heart too fragile to speak aloud. Even when afraid, their heart continues to hope, imagine, and dream of a connection with you. They may act distant, but love quietly guides every choice they make behind the scenes. Their heart carries secrets, fears, and unspoken wishes. Even when words are missing, their heart finds ways to communicate love in the smallest gestures. They may seem aloof, but every hesitation, glance, or smile is steeped in unspoken emotion. Their heart may tremble with uncertainty, yet it refuses to let go of you entirely. They may appear detached, but love quietly shapes their thoughts, actions, and dreams every day. Even in fear, doubt, and confusion, their heart often beats louder than words could ever express. They may avoid expressing it, but their feelings are etched into every small detail of their behavior. Moments when words fail to capture love, even when they act distant, a quiet, persistent pull draws them back toward you every time. They may hesitate, falter, or withdraw, but love often lingers in silence. More than words, their heart may be cautious, but every small act of care reveals a love that refuses to fade. Even when they struggle to express it, their thoughts constantly return to you like a compass. They may resist, but their heart carries memories, affection, and longing that time cannot erase. Their love may not always be visible, but it shapes the way they see, act, and breathe. Even when they push you away, their heart quietly holds on, tethered by hope and devotion. They may fear vulnerability, yet every glance and gesture betrays feelings they cannot conceal. Their heart may be conflicted, but love quietly asserts itself, persistent and undeniable. Even when silent, their presence lingers in your life, a reflection of emotions they cannot voice. They may seem distant, but love quietly guides their steps, thoughts, and choices without fail. Their heart may be locked, yet every subtle smile, hesitation, or touch reveals longing beyond words. Even when afraid to speak, their feelings echo silently in ways only you can sense. They may avoid closeness, but the quiet intensity of their heart cannot be hidden forever. Their love may be restrained, yet it exists in every unspoken thought, glance, and choice. Even when they appear indifferent, their heart is quietly tethered to you in ways unseen. They may falter, hesitate, or withdraw, but love lingers, persistent, patient, and relentless. Their heart may be complex, layered with fear, hope, and longing, yet its devotion is unmistakable. Even in silence, their heart is alive with feelings they cannot bring themselves to share. They may appear unreachable, yet their love finds ways to ripple through the smallest actions. Their heart may struggle with doubt, yet it continues to care, silently, steadily, and endlessly. Sometimes, the person you love the most keeps their true feelings locked away, and all you see is silence. Their eyes may smile, but their heart could be whispering secrets they'll never say aloud. You wonder if they think of you at night. You wonder if their thoughts are tangled in fear. Not love. Behind every word they speak, there's a feeling they hope you'll never notice. Some hearts are full of love, yet fear of rejection keeps it hidden like a fragile treasure. You see their laughter, but do you see the ache that hides beneath it? They say they're okay, but their silence says the words they'll never speak. You can't read their heart like a book. Sometimes the pages are torn and unreadable. Even when they're close, they may feel miles away, lost in their own storm of emotions. A heart can be filled with love yet paralyzed by doubt, and that struggle is invisible. They may act indifferent, but their soul could be screaming for connection and understanding. The truth of their heart isn't in the promises they make, but in the moments they hesitate. Some hearts carry the weight of unspoken feelings so heavy they can barely breathe. You long to know their thoughts, but some people protect their hearts with walls too high to climb. Every touch, every word might be a hint at emotions they can't fully express. They may seem distant, but distance often masks a depth of feeling that frightens them. Their heart may be honest, but fear and pride twist the truth before it reaches you. Some feelings are dangerous to reveal, not because they aren't true, but because they're vulnerable. They may act like nothing matters, yet every decision they make quietly carries your name. A smile can hide sorrow, laughter can hide longing, and silence can hide love. Their heart may beat for you, but fear teaches them to step back instead of forward. You may never know their deepest feelings unless you listen beyond words and gestures. Some hearts are broken in ways that make expressing love feel impossible. They may speak little, but their quiet moments often shout the loudest truths. The heart is mysterious. Sometimes it loves in secret, hoping no one notices its devotion. You think you understand them, but what they feel may be a world apart from what you see. They may avoid closeness, but that distance is often a plea for patience and understanding. Even in silence, their heart might be sending messages you're not trained to hear. Their feelings can be complicated, layered with fear, hope, and dreams they dare not voice. You see their eyes, but not the storms raging quietly behind them. Some hearts speak softly, and if you aren't listening carefully, you'll miss the truth entirely. They may seem distant, but the heart remembers every small act of kindness and love. Fear of losing, you can make them act as if they don't care, but their heart betrays them. A person may hide feelings out of pride, shame, or past wounds, not because love isn't there. They may hesitate to speak, but every hesitation is an echo of something deeply felt. You want to know their truth, but sometimes the heart only speaks in whispers too faint to hear. Their love may not be loud, but it can be steady, constant, and quietly fierce. Sometimes people act like they've moved on, but their heart lingers in a place they cannot leave. You think they've forgotten, yet the heart remembers everything, even what the mind tries to erase. They may smile, but the heart behind the smile may ache finding in closeness. Even when words fail, actions reveal what the heart struggles to say. They may seem strong, but strength often masks a vulnerable heart seeking love. You may never fully understand them, but patience lets their heart reveal itself in its own time. They may avoid confession, but their silence speaks volumes about what they truly. Some hearts are fragile and cautious, guarding love as if it were a rare jewel. They may push away, but often it's fear, not lack of love, that drives them. Behind every indifferent gesture, there could be a heart desperately trying to protect itself. And you? They may appear distant, but the heart keeps longing for connection they're too scared to reach for. Some feelings are invisible until you notice the smallest things. A glance, a pause, a sigh. Their heart may be full of emotion, yet too conflicted to speak the language of love. You wish they'd tell you everything, but some hearts only reveal themselves slowly, in fragments. Fear can silence the strongest heart, making love appear absent when it burns within. They may avoid you, yet their thoughts return to you like waves that cannot be tamed. The heart is a paradox, capable of deep love, yet bound by insecurities it cannot share. They may seem unbothered, but love quietly shapes every choice they make. Sometimes people hide love because showing it feels riskier than remaining distant. Their heart may be fractured, but even broken pieces can love with a strength that surprises you. You think you know them, yet some feelings are too tangled in fear to be spoken aloud. Even in absence, their heart carries you with it, silently, relentlessly, like a shadow you can't escape. They may avoid eye contact, yet every glance betrays emotions they cannot put into words. Their heart may tremble with doubt, but it still beats for you with stubborn devotion. They may hide behind jokes and smiles, but the ache beneath is painfully real. You long for certainty, yet their heart lives in shades of gray you cannot easily decode. Sometimes love is not spoken. It is simply felt in the quiet moments you share together. Their heart may resist, yet it remembers every kind word, every small act of love. Fear can make love seem absent, but it is often just hidden, fragile, and waiting. They may act indifferent, but even indifference cannot erase the pull. Their heart feels toward you. Some hearts carry secrets too heavy to share, yet every beat whispers the truth in silence. They may seem distant, but every thought of you lingers in the corners of their mind. Their actions may confuse you, yet the heart behind them is desperately seeking connection. Even when they push you away, their heart often clings in ways words cannot explain. They may speak little, but their gestures, pauses, and touches reveal a universe of feeling. You may not hear it, but their heart has stories it longs to tell, if only it could. Some hearts are complicated because they have loved being hurt and learned to hide their truth. They may hesitate, falter, or withdraw, but love still pulses quietly beneath their armor. Their heart may be scared, yet it risks everything, silently every time it reaches for you. You can't demand their feelings. But inside, a storm of longing and doubt rages unchecked. Some hearts are full of unspoken apologies, hopes, and wishes that never reach your ears. Even in silence, their love can be loud, if you learn to listen carefully. They may hide their emotions, but every small kindness is a heartbeat of their affection. You may see hesitation, but the heart behind it is torn between fear and desire. They may be lost in their thoughts, yet every thought seems to find its way back to you. Sometimes love is quiet, and the most powerful feelings are the ones left unspoken. They may seem distant, but distance often hides a heart desperately wanting to be understood. Even when they appear cold, their heart remembers every tender moment you've shared. Fear can mask love, but the heart knows the truth even when words fail. They may avoid vulnerability, yet each subtle glance reveals their deepest. Of sneaking through the smallest cracks. They may walk away, yet part of their soul remains tethered to you, quietly, eternally. You wonder if they care, but every choice they make is quietly influenced by their love for you. Even in anger, confusion, or silence, their heart speaks a language only The attentive can hear. They may act like they don't notice, but the heart remembers the smallest gestures of yours. Some hearts hide behind walls of fear, but every wall has cracks. Through which they may resist love outwardly, yet the heart beats with quiet devotion that refuses to fade. You may never know their full truth, but patience lets the heart reveal itself in fragments. Their love may be hidden, yet it shapes every thought, every hesitation, every choice they make. They may seem distant, but each heartbeat carries a whisper meant only for you. Fear may hold their words hostage, but the heart speaks in ways you cannot ignore. They may appear strong, but even the strongest hearts are vulnerable to the right kind of love. Their silence may hurt, but it is often a heart trying to protect both itself and you. Even when they seem unaware, their heart registers every small act of care you offer. They may avoid closeness, but it doesn't mean their heart doesn't long for it every day. The truth of their feelings is often hidden in moments too fleeting for words to capture. They may act indifferent, yet love often drives the quiet choices they make behind the scenes. Even when lost in thought, their heart keeps returning to you, silently, insistently, like gravity. Their heart may be cautious, but love refuses to be silent forever. It finds a way. They may struggle to speak, yet every glance and gesture betrays the depth of their emotion. Fear may cloud their expression, but the heart knows what it truly feels, even in shadows. They may seem far away. Across distance and doubt, their love may be quiet, yet it burns persistently, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself.